I'm going to do a quick truck update. It looks like he's got the fuel tank mended, just with some screws to hold the sending unit and that down. Cross members reinforced. Some gussets, these are called gussets here. And I believe these are the replacement springs in there. And they're going to put an undercoating on it. And oh, there's one section here. I don't know if he's fixed that yet or not. That's the bottom of the bed. Undercoated. This will be painted. Okay, we're trying to get to our lawn tractor number 2 in the shed, but I don't know if you've been following the other videos. We've seemed to amass a few televisions and whatnot, and I'll just give you an update here. In that box there is the AM/FM tuner for the Mouse House Magnavox. A solid state amplifier is in the back of this vehicle. The Golden Voice speakers that have the cones eaten. This here is a 21-inch RCA. I have not tested the CRT, but it comes with this unique stand, swivel stand, and the legs. This is all the auction. Over here is a Dumont RA700. It's called the Hanover. These are all the auction goods. You've seen these before. This I had open. The wind must have slammed it shut. I had the sun kind of naturally irradiates the musty smell out of it, but this is it's a high phonic. It is stereo. VM changer, whatnot. Oh, this was from another, not the auction. This was from somewhere else. The RCA with the matching stand. This is a Zenith with its stand. 21-inch Zenith here. So these are good sets, my opinion. This set was running actually when we bought it. It just has a little vertical collapse. Over here is the one the junk man gave us. It's a Motorola TS89 chassis, missing all the tubes and whatnot, but then the CRT lit up, but then has gone to air or something. But I've since purchased a replacement, so we have the CRT for this. This is the one with the broken leg, the makeshift repair on the leg there, but we have the leg. Right now it's resting on a jack stand. Another thing that I just hate to keep in the shed is the Olympic hi-fi stereo blonde cabinet here, with some kind of tuning level indicator, record storage, and whatnot. I believe this has a BSR changer. And moving all this affords us to get to the little lawn tractor here that we've been trying to. I like this tractor because it's small enough to get around the curves and the bends of the front yard. So we'll fire up the Murray, although it's almost August. So stuff management continues, and we do have a box opening. So stay tuned. One other thing here was this the other Decca high phonic. This is not stereo. I'd say give it like 1959. And the damage this incurred after the auction was one of the legs. It has these legs here that screw on the bottom, but I've had it brazed, so although some of the gold tone got discolored, but the leg has been repaired. We could put the legs back on it, but with legs I don't have any storage for it in that fashion. Same reason why the RCA is not on its base and legs, because it takes up more room that way. Okay, then. Get the mower outside, and then we have to put all this stuff back in. And of course, the other situation here where the cars belong is various. Got a Magnavox Micromatic over there, solid state from 1969 on its side. The RCA color right here. Motorola 21-inch from the auction. Let's run through a Zenith porthole that's in rough shape, but the veneer and the leatherette's peeling and whatnot, but that's fine. The 1949 Emerson, that huge Dumont, and the pair of GEs, another RCA. That's the Motorola there on its end. There's some other chassis over there. I don't know if they even come out. And I believe that's maybe another Emerson set right there. And an Admiral 23-inch. Black and white. This here was another piece that I brought inside from that auction. It's a mono Webcore, Webster Chicago. What does it say? Webcore automatic changer. No cartridge, but in the tub, in pretty decent condition. I don't know what make, model, year this is, but it's mid-50s anyway. It's a shame to keep it out in the moisture out there in the shed. So we brought him in. Well, we got these out. I might as well go ahead and wipe some of this mildew off. This was from where they were stored previous, not from our storing them. This mildew, just a little bit on this one here. This again, the Olympic. We're able to cut some of the lawn here with the Murray. Again, this one being the Zenith. And okay, we'll get these back inside. Okay, one more look at the Decca. This is a model DP295, the Decca Hiphonic VM changer and full stereo. Has a little bit of rust here, but I'm not too worried about it. It also has the name on there on each side. The Miami 2. And again, just another look at this Motorola from the front. This is a TS89 chassis. It does have the broken leg, but otherwise complete. There's all its knobs. The leg isn't a terrible repair. Other than that, the cabinet's in decent shape. I want to take a close look at this chassis. The field coil speaker there. TS89. We've already pulled the cap on it. The cabinet was made by Southeastern Cabinet Company, Lanier, pronouncing it right, North Carolina. The date June 16th, 1950. On the, I believe this is the Focus ion trap here. And a little tube diagram. I have no idea what the horizontal output tube for this would be. 6W4, 6W6, 6V6. Anyhow, I may pull this chassis and bring this inside for one of our other projects. So we have to get other projects out of the way, but this chassis, I'm going to position this so I can pull this out, because the leg on the cabinet has to be repaired with the chassis removed anyway. And this the VM 580, where the reject is here, and that lights up red, I believe. Little damage to the to the holder, but the spring hinge, but I'm not too worried about that. The change is locked down, a little soiled, not terrible. Just wipe this one out too. Gone ahead and put a couple pads there and there just to help with the dampening of the closure here. I'll try and wipe this cabinet down a little bit. This came with two speakers from the factory, but at the moment we have just the main cabinet. 6AQ5, AX7. So two 6AQ5s. They show them as if they were If they have the plastic bases. No, there we are. Okay. No, they're showing, let me get some focus here. Okay, yeah, 6AQ5, 2 12AX7s, and 2 more 6AQ5s over here. Must be for the other channel. Again, that's the VM Model 580. Okay, another thing I'm noticing about this VM 580 is I do have the legs. I had them in a box nearby. Try not to get those separated. And this has a compartment in here. I know it's missing the second speaker, but it looked like it had a slide out something or other. Would it have been the tape machine or the other speaker? That's what I don't know. I think we'll bring this one in the inside. Okay, I've gone ahead and put the RCA on its Miller stand, Miller TV products, and I do have the 4 black legs for it, which I'll tuck inside. So it's supposed to have 4 legs that it sits on, and then it swivels. So there you have the RCA. Okay, we brought a few items in the house after being checked out, and the remaining items are in the shed. So and we have the lawn tractor pulled in, so we did a little bit of lawn mowing. The Zenith, the Dumont, the RCA, the other RCA, the Olympic, and the busted foot Motorola. RCA Victor 21T8202U is the model. Okay, looks like there is a full moon out there, and somewhere along the way I promised a box opening. This came in last week sometime. It's an eBay purchase. I always like to inspect the boxes first. As I was saying, I always like to inspect the outside of the boxes first. This should be a Columbia single speed, 3-speed, 4-speed perhaps, single tube amplified record player. Let's see how it I have the 100 LP only player. This is just a manual mono amplified single tube. Oh, it's right on. Well, he did double box it. Well, what do you know? Some folks actually listen. Pull that out here. So I can tell you, because it's double boxed, that it should not have sustained any damage. And I keep the packing just in case something falls out, but I don't think in this case anything will. Let me give this some slice or two and get this. I don't know which way it's facing, but okay, we have it. We have it the right way. Cords again can cause damage. Get this out of here and have you take a look at it.
And here it is, the Columbia 200.
It has been left in 45. Let's take it, put it in neutral. That's what this over there is. And tone, off, volume. The arm is, I'll get that out in a minute. I liked what these funky feet it had. And somewhere there's a diagram. Here's the diagram, although it's upside down. I'll get you some focus. Okay, looks like a single rectifier there, a filter cap. And the 25L6 to round out the Columbia 200. Bottom firing. Let's take a look at the pickup real quick. The pickup actually is a Columbia. It says Columbia M202 replacement needle. 408. 408. So would that be 54? It still has a stylus, although it's bent a little. And the screw there to remove it. So the stylus is present. So we'll get this inside again. That's the Columbia 200. Thanks for watching.